Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to teach you guys how to get Voicemeeter with perfect EQ settings so you can play either your music, your microphone, anything that you want to link up in game. Alright, let's get straight into it. This is going to be a very short and sweet video. So first off, you need to go to the website. It's called Voicemeeter or vb-audio.com. Just look up Voicemeeter on your browser or whatever you have. I don't know what browser you're using, but then it's going to bring you straight to this, okay? So it's going to look like this. This is just a crappy version. Go to Banana. And then the next thing you want to do is don't download the zip package. There should be an exe. If there's not an exe, just download the zip package. That always works too. So you download this, and then what you want to do is you want to go to your files real quick, and you want to look up Voicemeeter. It should be somewhere in your downloads or wherever you downloaded it. One hot minute. I'm gonna look it up for you. Okay. And then it's gonna be called voicemeeter.exe. You basically want to go into there. I'll put images on the screen right now. But what you want to do is you want to click on the file, export it, and then just click on it and then double click. It'll say a little like screen prompt, like it looks something like, I don't know if they have it on the website or not, but it'll basically like say like install. Click install. If it says restart your computer, you don't need to. It's not necessary. And then boom, you have that. Okay. Next, if you're like me and you're like either on VR chat, other games that require a microphone, like any type of VR game or any type of actual physical game. One warning I'm gonna give you guys right now: whenever you do this and you want to like switch headphones or like switch outputs for like different games, you do have to use this. It's not gonna automatically switch unless you have it on automatic, which doesn't really help. So okay, first off, whenever you hook this up, click on stereo input 1 whenever this is fully installed, or whenever you do that, usually you just want to look up like voice. Okay, so first off, what you want to do is you want to go to your Windows settings, click on Voicemeeter, Banana, click on open, or just open it from there. Now you're going to see this. This will look like a blank screen for you, okay? And you want to click stereo input 1. Do not use WDM, especially for your headphones. I'll teach you that. I'll tell you guys about that in a minute. And then you want to do MME, and you want to click on your microphone. So I have a Fifine microphone currently. This is just the studio mic that I use. So do MME, multimedia, click on your microphone like I said. Next, what you want to do is you want to click on A1, and then whatever your headphones are, it's going to automatically direct you to WDM, whatever. Click on MME again. Do not click on this one or this one. Those are useless. Use MME, and then what you want to do is you want to click on your headphones. So whatever, like if you're using like a Bluetooth dongle, like I'm using a Bluetooth dongle for earbuds. If you have like a wired headphones, it'll say headphones. Just try and figure out which one is your headphones, and click on that one, select it. I'll let you guys, if you need to pause the video or go back, I'll let you guys do that right now. All right, next up, what you want to do is if you want to have like two microphones, right? If you have like a virtual desktop, like, because I play VR, so if you have like a Quest 2 or like any type of headset, click on this, click on MME or WDM. It depends really which one you want to use. I'm just going to use this. And then you wait for that to load. Perfect. Okay, good. So the next thing that you want to do is if you want to hook up a soundboard, we'll do that one in a minute. And then you want to click on A2, click on one of these. Do not click on these or these. You want to click on MME, find your virtual desktop, and make that your audio output. Okay. And then if you want to pretend like, right, your mom is like, I don't know, really random example. If your mom's like yelling in the background, she's vacuuming, or if you have a fan going in the background, if you want to cut out all the background noise, these are what I'll explain what this means right now. So don't use modulation. That's for like an effects panel. Position, useless. Voice, this is what this does, okay? So if you go low, it'll make your voice really low, or you can make it really, really high. I would leave it on normal if I were you, just saying it's a lot easier that way. If you want audioability, this is the gate. So this is what's going to cut out your background noise. This is going to be for like loud miking. If you want to like turn up your mic really, really loud. If you have like a webcam mic or some really crappy mic, if you want to turn it up, turn this up or down. And then whenever you want to adjust this, everyone always goes like this in a circle. Don't do that. Literally just drag up or down. 300 times easier that way. And that's how you're supposed to do it anyway. So next thing is if you want a limiter, okay? So there's going to be something called limiter on here. If you left click, drag down, and then boom, look at that. Now you have a limiter on your microphone. So now whenever you yell really, really loud, it doesn't clip at all. So like your mic won't ever clip. You won't have any clipping issues. Okay. Next part of the video is going to be for the volume wise. Recommended, I leave it at 0. If you want to, you can scroll with your wheel, bring it up, 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 down, 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 whatever you want to do. Okay. You can do that. That's like your volume. That's how that works. Okay. Next up, we're gonna get the soundboard last, so it's a little bit easier. I will put the time up on the screen whenever I do the soundboard. If you just want to skip to this part here, teach you how to set it up. Okay. Next part, how all these work. These are gonna be your input and outputs. Okay. So basically, B1, excuse me, not V1. B1 is going to be your microphone for how I'm gonna set it up for you guys is it's gonna be Discord or whatever you're calling on, and then this will be like your VR chat, Gorilla Tag, I don't know, whatever game you want to play, whatever. And then basically these are, like I said, your inputs, these are outputs. So whatever they want to hear, this is what they're gonna hear. These two are here. It's gonna be B1 and B2 as you're on your desktop, and then in game I'll teach you guys how to set that up in a minute. A1, A2, and A3, excuse me, are going to be your outputs. Just like up here, if you guys remember from the beginning of the video, that's what that's going to be. So A1 is like, excuse me, I just stuttered. Anyways, A1 is what you're going to hear out of your headphones. Because if you did set up right, A1 should be your headphones, A2 should be your virtual desktop audio cable, whatever you have, like an aux cable or something. A3, if you have a third setup, as you can tell if I click on A2 or A3, see how it starts moving over here? It's because it's like inputting into your headset. So like I said, these are your inputs for your headset. These are going to be your outputs for in-game or whatever you want to play. Okay. Now to get into the good stuff. This is all going to be looking like this currently. It's just going to look like this. It'll look like a blank thing. What you want to do is pretend like you have a browser, right? Okay, so you have a browser. You open up your Spotify, okay? So if you have like, if you're like using Spotify, if you have like premium or you just want to use the app or anything, I would recommend if you're using a browser, use Brave. Nope, this is not an ad. This is not a promotion. But use Brave because if you load up your Spotify, you will have it's an ad. They have an ad blocker on the browser itself. That's besides the point. Okay. So first off, what you want to do, click on sound settings. So you right click this, bring this up, go to sound settings, okay? You bring it down, go to volume mixer, and then what you want to do is you want to put this always as your headphones. Always, always, always. And then if you're going like in game, if you're switching from your headphones to your Quest 2, we'll say, change that via there. Or you can just click this, boom. Okay. Then what you want to do is you want to load up your browser, play like some random stuff. I'm just going to load up like, oh, no, not that. Okay. Then what you want to do is you want to load up this. And then this is like, all right, this is like songs or I don't know, whatever. You can do whatever you want. We'll play music, okay? Maybe switch music. Okay, perfect. Okay. So you can mute the sound on this so you can just like know that it's actually like on here or whatever. And then you go back to your settings. It should show all this, right? If it doesn't show your browser, go back and then you know what to do. You just like hear sound. Okay. So now it's gonna start playing music. So what you want to do is you want to play it like a normal volume, right? See how now it should show up in your apps. Okay. This is in Volume Mixer, by the way. So you go click here, and then it's gonna say default for you, but go to Output Device, go over, click this, and then click on Voice Meter Aux Input VB Audio, Voice Meter VAIO. Okay. So after you have that, don't even mess with this. This is fine. And this does work for anything like a Brave, like Chrome, Opera GX, literally anything you can think of. If you want it to play through your soundboard, you click that, click this, and then boom, you're done. Okay, next step. Close out of your settings, close out of this or minimize that. And now you should be able to see this, okay? So if you just saying, if you guys want like a limiter on it, you can bring this down. There's always a limiter on every single one of these. Minus, I think, these. Yeah, these are, okay. Bring that to like -7, -6, just so like your mic doesn't like clip out whenever you play music. Now, whenever I click this is what I'm gonna hear. This is what your virtual desktop's gonna hear, or whatever other application that you put into this. This is gonna be in game. This is gonna be in the in game. This is gonna be on Discord or whatever desktop you have hooked up. Okay. So, like I said earlier, this is how all that works: inputs and outputs. Now, what you want to do for your bass, treble, mid, and bass. My personal settings, I think, sound the best to me, and what they sound in game is put your treble, drag this up. I drag it on an angle so like I can kind of like get it, but usually you just want to bring it like up or down like that. And if you ever want to reset them, or if someone else gives you better settings than what I have here, feel free to let me know if you guys see any better settings. Just double click it, like you just double left click, and then boom, it resets. Okay. Then, okay, so treble should be at 5, mid should be at about, if you can get to 1, it's kind of touchy. And then this one should be at about 2 or 3. I'd recommend 2. So 5, 1, and 2. I'll put a screenshot of your settings up on the screen that you should have for this if you can't really see this that well. Okay, next. Weird thing about this, there's like a left, right, rear, and front. Leave that alone. If you ever by accident bump into it, just double click it. or click it once, and then boom, it goes right back. Excuse me, no double click, but you know what I'm saying. Okay. Then, if you guys want to be able to, like I said, hear it in game or on Discord, this is Discord in game, yourself, random output that you have, and then the other alternative output. Okay. Then, if you want to hook up, like when I say in VR chat, right? So if you're playing VR chat or some type of game like this, okay? What you want to do is you want to, hold on. Okay, if you're in VR chat, right? I have everything on mute. What you want to do is you want to go to your, so if you're on VR chat, for an example, you go to here, find this button right here, click change. It's going to show all this. Scroll down a pinch, right? Click change output, and then find where it says B2. It's going to say voice meter out B2. I don't know why he's typing. Anyway, and you want to find B2, okay? And then this should let your microphone move. If it isn't moving your microphone, here's some ways you can troubleshoot it. If your gate's too high, it's going to cut out your microphone completely. Like, it will make sure that nothing can hear. Like, if I turn this all the way up, my microphone will completely start chopping. It'll start cutting up. It doesn't sound good. So if you ever want to, like, pretend like your mic's not loud enough, you can turn it up a little bit, but make sure your gate is at a good level where if you want to hear yourself, you can click this and you manually adjust it by yourself. Then, here, let me pause my music real quick. Okay, and then what you can do is if you want to play in, excuse me, sorry, my mic just cut out for a minute. So if you want to play in game, you click on B2 because that's what you've seen. That's what we turn our microphone into, okay? So in game, you always want your thing to say voice meter out B2. So in case you are talking to a friend in Discord or you're just pretend like you're calling your mom or something, right? You turn this on to like talk, turn it off in case you want to like obviously, you know, turn it off. So and then in Discord, if we load up Discord, this is my friend. If you guys go to user settings, scroll down to where it says voice and video. It's gonna say voice and video. Find input device and then put this one to B1. It's gonna say voice meter B1, okay? You always want to have this on voice meter B1 for any type of calling app or any type of Discord, Instagram, whatever you're streaming on, doesn't matter. Then what you can do is now in case you want to play like a soundboard or like if you want to play something in Discord, go to voice meter, turn on B1 while it's playing music, or you can pause the music, click B1, then click play. Then boom, now it's going to start playing through here. I'll give you guys an example right now. Okay, you guys can probably hear the music too, yeah? Okay, I'm gonna have to censor out the music in a minute, but basically, if you look at it, hold on, it's kind of hard to move around my screen because I have two monitors, but if you look at it, I'm gonna mute real quick so you guys can see this. Okay, as you can see, my microphone is obviously moving. Even if I click here, let's check, it'll start moving. And then that's about it for voice meter on Discord. And then if you want to pretend like, right, you want to play a song in game, right? Like I said, you just go to your browser, play a song, whatever you want to play, it doesn't really matter. Then go over to voice meter, and then you click on B2. That's how they're going to hear it in game. So I'll repeat myself one more time. This is your input, output for your Discord, and then output for your game. Never, if you don't want people to be able to hear it at the same time, so like pretend like I'm calling my friend on Discord and I'm talking to someone in game and I want to switch between them, you click this to talk in game, and then you click on this one. This one should be highlighted to talk into Discord, okay? Then, okay, what else could we go over? Okay, so, and then the next thing is, do not mess with this. Do not mess with this. It's, unless you're like a professional EQist or whatever, I don't know what they're called, to be honest with you. But if you know how to do an EQ, feel free to adjust this if you'd like. I wouldn't really recommend it because it would most likely make it sound like crap because most games cannot handle that type of like output, and it would probably sound really bad. But yeah, if you guys need any help, let me know in the description down below. If you guys want me to do any other tutorials or like any other type of like tutorial on like, hey, how do I work this? Let me know, comment down below. All right, see ya.